right. Listen. Enough of this jibber jabber dancing nonsense. Rob, why do we have the same? Wait, Ben, we have all the same colored shirt on today. Andrew's the odd man out today. What do we got?
I actually really like this.
What's on that
It's
today?
a really nice color shirt.
Can you see the
blank
print?
stuff.
What's on it?
It's
I know
blank.
you're blank, Ben, but that's the best dad ever. Bluey, yes. No, the what's the dad's name?
The dad's name?
Yes, I can't remember his name.
Bandit.
Bandit, right? Bandit. I should.
How do you not know this?
I don't know.
And he has younger kids than I do.
My brain is filled with retro handheld information right now. It's not. Well, I haven't researched tonight's topics, but usually it is. My sister gave me this shirt with the.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Troopers,
That's
the
cool.
Beatles,
The Beatles album cover? Yeah, that's awesome.
meshing of two hobbies there. Yeah, that's good. So today we, of course, are on with our co-host, Rob the Retro Tech Dad, Mr. Ban, and the ghosts of Amish past, apparently. Hello, Andrew. I'll never get tired of your nicknames on here. Welcome, everybody, and if you're here for the first time, we are the Retro Handhelds Podcast, your latest source for retro handheld and emulation news. We do this every Monday, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about some different things and stuffs. Mainly, we're going to be finally reviewing the final and unboxing the final version, the V3 of the GameBaby case. I know you've all been anxiously awaiting. So we got the V1 a while back, and they've been iterating, and then they got a V2, and now they have a V3. Like, this is the final retail. So we're going to see what the heck that's all about. Then, what else? Oh, right. We got to unbox whatever the hell that is. And whatever the hell this is. I think I feel like I missed something.
Rough.
What'd I miss? The
PGM? Right. Did you show the PGM?
PGM. Oh, it's my sweet stickers. Yeah, these are light.
Oh, that's what you mean.
I'm really excited. I am
Not this again.
with how excited I am about these stickers. Okay,
This is how I know I'm in a simulation.
No, I am not in AI for the last time. See? My background is real. Oh, right. You're all wondering why I'm in my actual studio again. Let me explain that. Right.
No, I think it's all a green screen.
So it's not a green screen. So I actually made it out of the my electrician's compound. Trent really was not keen on me leaving, but I was able to get the Wi-Fi password from his wife, who was actually a very kind lady. She was making me tea and biscuits and like bringing me food and the little porta potty thing. And it was so nice of her. And I got the Wi-Fi password. I hacked into their system after that and was able to control the smart house objects. I opened my door in the garage. I maybe took one of their vehicles and drove back to my house. Hard to say. Can't admit to anything here right now on this podcast. But anyways, I'm all done with that. I barricaded my door. My family was very happy to see me, I think. And I went immediately to work recording with Rob for another episode of the offline podcast. We have one with Montotech coming up.
That was a good episode
this week. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
Really enjoy talking to him.
It's a lot of fun, So we're also talking about this week the news, of course, and that's going to be the OneXSugar is about to launch. I know that there's review units shipping right now. I'll be having one here to make a quick video with, and then I'm shipping out to Russ. It's his unit, but I'm his interim person for some of these things right now. So he was kind enough to say, yeah, you can make a quick video. So that'll be soon. That's about to launch their IGG, their campaign. Also, the Helegaly Action Pi finally is coming to market. So you can order that on July 5th.
It's about time.
Right?
Yep,
That's
July
all I
5th.
have to say.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Then we got to talk about the OrangePi. We got to talk about the MagicX Zero40 thoughts after having it for a week. And then the new GPD Win 5 or 395 handheld, Odin 3 news, potentially, and GammaOS comes on everything. And, of course, don't forget that our beloved Zoo from Zoo Reviews has a Game of the Month segment that we're going to pop in here. Yeah, Zoo, it's coming. It's coming. And thanks for your membership. Thank you there. All right. How's everybody doing? Live chat, how you doing? What a nice day it is. Yeah, that's right, Matt Davis. Trent let you escape so we could hunt you down again. So there is that whole thing about the dopamine hit from the thrill of the hunt, right? Like, you know, you catch a fish and you let it go and you catch another fish. It's not fun to end the fish. It's just fun to catch the fish. So if that's what he's at right now, I have been building up my defenses. However, if I have any more electrical issues, he's the only electrician that I know, unfortunately. So we will have to amend by that time. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's talk about today's first thing. But before that, we need to know, Andrew, what the heck's going on? What have you been doing?
Nothing.
No. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm gonna get it out of you.
Look, I just put him on the spot.
Because he knows that I'm not paying attention. He knows I'm not paying attention to him at the moment.
Andrew, I require constant attention, of course. Andrew,
I'm sorry, I was editing Nick's post, his article for tomorrow. Blame Nick.
I feel like it's hard to give Stubbs full attention all the time, though.
Andrew, Rob's right. What game are you playing right now? What game are you playing?
I'm not playing anything right now, but I will be starting one of the games of the month tonight.
Oh.
I just don't know which one yet.
I have one in mind, yeah.
Oh. Right.
I'm gonna try and go. I went 0 for 3 last month.
Okay.
Because the month just got by me too quickly. But I'm gonna make a conscious effort to go zoo for zoo.
Yeah, we need to announce the new games, right? They're announced as of right now, aren't they?
They've been selected, yes.
Has the quarter one yet been picked yet?
I don't think so, not yet.
Let's take a look at that today. Okay. So let's add producer Sony. We're going to add that to the last minute agenda. And okay, I also
my plan is to start one of them tonight.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'm excited to see what games won. I totally missed this news. Well, we're going to talk about it. All right, very good, Rob. What the heck what you doing?
I'm just been having a busy weekend. I've been completely on the grind right now. I got a video going out tomorrow morning, so I've just been working at it right now.
Do you want to tell us what video, or is it a secret?
It's going to be a tablet that's going to be officially launching tomorrow, so it's pretty exciting. It's awesome stuff. Small tablet.
Ooh, like an On or something?
No, not an On.
Are you sure?
I am very sure.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's good stuff.
Okay, thank you. Ban?
I mean, I haven't been.
What are you doing?
I haven't been up to a whole lot recently. I've been all over the place the past 5 days, so finally settling back down for a bit. I'd say, what have I been playing? Oh,
yes,
I started playing Crypt of the Necrodancer recently again.
Oh,
I know Rob.
That game.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rob is terrible at that game.
No.
I'm pretty bad too.
Which is weird because it's a rhythm-based game. So I'm like,
you've seen Stubbs dancing, so
yeah, but I've also seen Stubbs play music.
Right, but
so I would think he'd know music. if Stubbs is having,
yeah, I think I could figure that out. We can get there.
If you're having that much trouble with Crypt of the Necrodancer, I don't know how you do with their latest game, which is more of like I'd say it's more Guitar Hero styled Rift of the Necrodancer.
What?
Okay.
Where it's like it's got the Guitar Hero layout of like the lanes coming down, but you have to hit things in a specific order to actually fight the enemies.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot. I left my
Stubbs, pay attention.
He looks like he's like adjusting his battle station, like he's got the knobs and everything fine tuned. And
I left my front light that I'll need for the unboxing segments tonight. I left it at my electrician's house. So I'm trying to currently increase the exposure. I don't know I don't know. I'm not a camera person, but bright enough so you can see what I'm doing.
It's fair enough.
I'm listening. Crypt of the
Necrodancer. It's currently $1.50 on the Steam summer sale.
That's a hell of a deal. You know, I finally looked at that sale today, and there were a few that really stood out to me. One of which was actually this game called Beyond Two Souls, which I played way back in the day, and I wanted to get the other ending, so it's like $2 right now. And I was like,
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, $2 is hard to pass up.
If you're someone that doesn't have the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, that's only $3.99 right now.
What? Excuse me? I don't think I have it on Steam.
Man,
I know.
Unreal.
Somebody should write something up about all these great deals.
Yeah.
I know.
Come on, read Andrew's work, Ban.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything with it.
Oh.
Telling Ban to do something.
Oh, Ban, I guess Andrew says, well, he's right there. I don't need to talk for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's an adult sometimes,
He's
supposedly.
I'm an adult except when it comes to my own money.
We're
Oh,
all
man.
that's all of us. Okay, that is all of us.
What
We're
what
trying
number
to
are
be
you
better.
on for the 12-step program for your buying?
Oh, he's
addiction?
bought 12 Nucks in the last 10 minutes.
He likes computers. No
He
shame
likes
in that game.
Nux. No.
He's just going to put them all in his oven. He doesn't have anywhere else to put him.
I thought it was
He
nukes.
also likes nukes. He likes
thought it was
Nux
No.
and nukes.
No.
I always called it nukes. Next unit of computing, right? Computing.
Yes. Yes.
So nuke.
Didn't know
Right?
nukes. Nukes. Yeah.
I say it Nuck.
Okay,
That is the
like a
correct way
Canuck.
to say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nuck if
like
you
a
buck.
Canuck.
Okay.
Like the
Well,
Canadians.
We'll get there, everybody.
Yeah.
That's, well, where am I at here? Oh, yeah, right. And then what am I doing this week? Let's see. Well, when I got back earlier on Friday, it was really nice. Saturday, well, we had a little gathering for my buddy I was been talking about lately. It was really nice, really nice. There was some peanut butter involved. We won't talk about that right now. And after that, I played a musical show with a psychedelic rock band out in the desert. I know many of you think, is Stubbs BSing us most of the time? You'll never know. So I played that set for 2 hours. We played some Beach Boys. We played some modern stuff. Get a couple of my tunes, and it's fun to be out there playing. But I totally blew my voice out from all the shouting that I was yelling about or singing or something. That's about it. I haven't been playing a lot of games this week. I've been on vacation, and just trying to survive. And the MagicX, though, has been fun. I've been playing the Zero40, and I guess just Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, really. I didn't finish Game of the Month this week. Game of the Month this month. Zoo is going to be mad at me for that, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't get past King Kong. Not that I couldn't, I just didn't prioritize it. That's on me.
You know what's funny is I'm probably like 25% away from finishing it. It just got past me. It sucks.
Well, I know I was getting there, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let the stream go. I'm going to start fresh next month.
Yep,
And
yep.
I lost my
There's
streak.
some cool ones next month for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, you never know, if you don't keep your streak going, then you don't get your little dopamine ping every month saying, so-and-so has this many months in a row of beating Game of the Month. So it's a personal challenge. And of course, people can see if you've lost your streak or not. So it's just a little bit of ribbing. Public shame.
Basically, we're all nowhere near as good as Zoo. We just can't do it all.
A beast. Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
Every game of the month, every game of the week.
It's the reason why
game
he's
of the
my
quarter.
best friend, actually.
Oh,
thought-
no.
I thought Andrew was your best friend. So
Andrew is my best friend on the Nintendo Switch.
okay.
So I asked you the other day when he was on the Twitch live stream, and he said he's only not beaten all 3 Game of the Month games the first month because he joined something like he joined too late in the month. Ever since then, though, ever since he joined RH,
Respect. That's
He's-
amazing.
yeah,
I
he's an animal.
I believe
There
in
were
that.
some months with some pretty lousy games. I remember Choro Q. That was a month I noped out of.
I like that game. I like that game series. I like it.
I mean,
At least the
Patapon.
one that was chosen for
really?
the month I did. It was not. No.
Patapon, not so much. Patapon had its place in time, and I just don't feel like now's the time for Patapon. Okay, so let's talk about the news then. So OneXSugar. Oh, and of course we're announcing the winners for the coin game giveaway on Steam. So we have so many things to talk about. Okay, the OneXSugar though is coming up in discussion a lot. We had a early look at it this year at CES 2025. We got hands-on with a early demo unit. They didn't turn it on or anything. We just kind of like got to play with the way it works. It's very unique. I initially was pretty cold on this one, and as the months have gone by and I've seen some of the improvements and changes they've been making, I'm really kind of warming up to it. Just the fact that you can have so many different use cases for it. And we've been talking about, because of the Zero40, now we're really talking about, okay, we got DS emulation locked in now on a handheld dedicated to that experience. Let's get 3DS beyond a crazy, Windows situation with AYN Neo. So the OneXSugar fills that niche with Android, right? I don't know which version of Android. I think the latest.
I'm assuming Android 15.
15.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it's
Maybe
be.
they say here, but they're bringing that experience as well to Android with a very high-end option here that gives you either a 3DS, or you can make it into like a candy bar one screener, or you can just flip it around however you want. It's pretty ridiculous. The prototype unit we had was, however, not comfortable to hold. The buttons did not feel good, and it felt like this is not going to be it. But I really am interested to see all these months later, what have they done for the final units that are going to be coming out. So I'm going to reserve any judgment till I actually get it in hands again.
Yeah.
So it should be here this week.
I'm curious to see if they fine-tuned it and refined it and tweaked it a little bit since CES, because it was a little jank, a little bit of jank there.
Yeah, I remember that, and probably why they didn't want
very different things than I do.
What was your thoughts on it?
It was very much jank. There was no little.
Yeah. Oh, it was all jank.
I was being polite.
All jank all the time.
It looks
until it's
cool,
a final unit. I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was very jank.
I think I said it in the
cool
RH Discord. I said it in chat. I think I said it was the jankiest thing that we saw at CES.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. And I think everyone's just kind of like on the edge of their seat waiting for that price to see what it comes in at, because it's going to be
really
expensive.
That excited about this?
I really wasn't until I reviewed the 040. Really, because I'm like,
look how thick
we have
that is.
So many handhelds. Well, there was something about the
Stubbs.
experience of having a dedicated device for DS that kind of opened my mind a little bit. So now having this, which looks like a true 3DS experience, where you have a wider top screen and the square bottom screen. I don't know if they cooked on the buttons and they worked on the ergonomics just a little bit. I'm just curious to see how the final one feels. That's going to be the decider for me. If the screens are pretty decent, what other device like this are you going to see? So I'm going to give it a fair shake to see what it feels like, what it's like. You got the Gen 3 in there, G3 Gen 3,
which is
Snapdragon.
It's basically a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3,
which is going to be performant as hell.
I have a solution for you, Stubbs.
What's up?
Just get the Retroid screen, that extra screen thing.
Yes.
And attach it to the top of this. And there's your
don't get me down that path, man. Don't
there's
get me down
your
the dark
DS
path.
experience, because this is smaller than the screen that they're going to get from Retroid.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. We'll see.
He's not entirely wrong.
We'll see.
So
I mean, it's not going to be as performant for sure, but like,
yeah,
it'll be entertaining.
Yes, it would.
I can't help but
Andrew
notice
next to his favorite handheld right there.
The screen is the screen is on the back. Like, that's what bugs me the most. I saw Monto Tech in chat mention that, and now I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it now, and it hurts.
Yeah, so when you use it as a solid slab, just candy bar style, that screen is always on the back, basically.
That's kind of stupid.
There's a lot of interesting things going on here. The problem also is that, don't forget, even though we have Wii U emulation on Android, it's not mature to that level where we see on x86. So this is basically
there was an update last week.
Yes, there was. I actually messed around with it, but I'm like, I have just, the price is where I think it'll be interesting to see where it comes in, because I think there's no way this is going to be cheap.
No,
what's the S2? What's the S2 priced at?
It starts at like 4 something. I forget exactly.
Okay, yeah. So there's no way that this is. I said it last night, and I think our group chat. There's no way this is under $700.
I think it's going to be around $500 to start for early birds. I feel like we're looking at 500 here. They're not going to be selling this with Android on it to start
pretty
at
expensive brand. So yeah,
but to be selling at $700 for an Android handheld at all, it just seems dead in the water. No matter how nifty it is here,
Yeah, but at the same time, AYN Neo goes up to that point. Like that
Well,
up to that
I know
700.
because that's their top end range, and people are already accepting because that's the niche they want to buy that top end. But
Yeah.
if you're starting out at 700, can you imagine what their high end model is going to be? Like a $1,200 thing for an Android handheld? No, they can't. They can't do that. But of course, the gimmick here, I'm sure, costs extra money. Now you got multiple hinges to worry about, though, not just one anymore. How are the 3 or 4 hinges gonna hold up?
I could just
time?
see like one hinge, you know, like one of the arms like just start getting loose and it just starts flopping when you're trying to...
Yeah, it's
That's yeah.
I'm interested to see how this one does and performs with the community. If it takes off as a popular one, definitely the speculation, the hype for it is palpable.
Yeah.
I saw in our Facebook group that, I mean, like almost hourly, I'm seeing somebody post about this. Okay, like just like, have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Have you seen? Finally,
Yeah,
like,
I noticed on a
team.
Facebook group a lot of traction for this device. People are like, "What is this thing? Like, what's happening here?"
I poked my head into the Facebook group's mod chat, and they were actually talking about like, okay, listen, nobody like we can't accept any more OneXSugar posts posted right now. Like the whole place is saturated right now. So it feels like the excitement is there, but I think when the price hits, we're gonna see a pretty steep drop off if they're hitting $700. But we'll see.
I mean, you guys know me. I'm always intrigued, especially by tech that's kind of weird and does weird things. So, I mean, there's definitely an intrigue factor for me. But, I mean, for most people, yeah, they're going to look at this, then they're probably going to see the price and just keep walking past it, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not negative on it just for the sake of being negative on it.
I know.
They have to recoup their cost.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Like the amount of R&D and like work that this is not something they just put to. This isn't Ambernick and whatever his name is throwing together a new handheld in a week and a half. Like this has to have been being worked on for quite a while. They're going to want to recoup the money on that.
They were not casual about it when we met with them either. They were very much like, this is a huge deal for us. Don't take pictures. Don't take video. Like they had a guy who was just handling it, who like kept it safe outside the showroom floor. Like they're like, listen, call in, you know, call the guy in, call him in here, and it was like escorted into the building. You know, it felt like it felt like the king or like the president of Taiwan.
It did feel kind of like that,
through, you know. So like to them, they're taking it. So if they're taking it that seriously, and they're known, like they made the One X Fly. The One X Fly is an awesome handheld, and I even recently took a look at that G1 thing that they had, the little laptop one.
Mm-hmm. We saw that at CES as well, yeah.
Oh yeah, with the keyboard.
I'm gonna make a YouTube short about that one, I think, or just a quick video on it. But that one also is really unique and interesting with the way that it converts. So I'm interested. I mean, guys, this is the year of handheld experimentation, right? Like we've seen the Slide now, the OneXSugar, the Zero40. Like this is the year that the company's
don't forget about the 35XX Pro.
Yeah, and yeah, and the Pro. It's getting weird. We're getting weird. And I'm here for the weird. So let's see what they do. Let's see what they bring. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah. Oh, the G1. The G1's pricey though. I don't know if I'd buy one of those.
They're all pricey.
Yeah. I had
Yeah, they don't really sell cheap products. I mean,
it's fast,
just not their business model.
Yeah, and that one gets pretty hot. So at least with the Snapdragon chip, yeah. But again, that prototype was not comfortable and the buttons weren't good. So we'll see what they did with it since then. Okie dokie. So Helegaly Action Pi launches officially July 5th. This is one that we've been looking at for a while. I don't know, a month, 2 months now?
Oh, it's been longer than that.
Has it been 3 months since we put out content on this one?
Yeah, I kind of go in the chat once in a while. I'm like, hey, is this thing for sale yet? Can I buy this thing yet?
People have been asking that multiple times, and we finally have the date. It's July 5th. This one is priced competitively, and it carries with it a all-winner A527, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Nearly all of us, I believe, were positive on it too. You know, this is one we thought like, oh, what are they doing? And this new third-party thing, like we've seen this a billion times before. This is like a pout kitty. But it ended up being this really awesome little device with really nice sticks, buttons, even the shoulders. The screen's really nice. It is the right size for being a compact, smaller handheld you can carry around, and it's one that I still happily keep in my collection. So, and there's Ban has it right now.
Yeah, and he's had it for a while. That's why I was like, when is this thing going on sale?
Yeah, I mean, so I looked into it. My original video for this went up on April 29th. So it's been a while. And I'm just glad that it's finally coming out, because this was probably one of my favorite just normal devices of the year so far.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite of the budgets from this year, and I really am glad to see that it's finally relaunching. People can buy it. We'll get more reviews now. More, content creators will look at it and consider it. So you're going to be seeing a lot of content, I'm sure. And Irrationally Good is exactly the title that I would agree with too. It shouldn't be good. This company had to have been making other things before this. It's like getting it this good right out of the gate is very rare. I'm suspicious if they're not another company that's just using a different name.
I mean,
like Battle XP.
Right.
It's true. I mean, the other thing was the fact that they were making the K56 and the K560 at the same time.
Right.
So I mean, it wasn't like they were just making one handheld.
Right.
Because I know Zoo has his video out on the K56.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that one.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Well,
I want to pick one up, but I would probably get it off AliExpress. It's probably the cheapest you're going to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right now they're still somewhere between 120 and 130.
That's kind of why I've hesitated right now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of want to get another, the final version, just to see what differences there are. I think there are a little bit of color change-ups, right, since the one we had.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
any other changes?
It's mostly down to just colors and stuff. The white model is gonna have the Skittles buttons. The there's now a pink model. The GameCube Indigo colorway has a yellow stick, I believe, as well as the properly colored buttons. And the black model, I think they changed to the DMG colored buttons.
Okay.
That last one I'm not 100% sure on.
Okay.
And you did a great job with the pictures.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
you.
Get those beautiful pictures. Well, I do want to pick up a final unit for that.
Yeah,
I gotta see this. I gotta see how the story ends. You know what I mean?
I will be picking up another unit once they go live.
Shocker.
Well, no, I genuinely want to see if anything else has changed as well.
Okay. Well, I
What's
mean,
the,
it'd be what?
Good.
No, you're good, man.
I was just asking what what the firmware is on it.
It's on Batocera.
Okay.
As in basically anything you can do with Batocera, you can do on here.
Okay.
As I've got of course I have Portmaster installed on it, so I get some of that stuff running. But Allwinner chips are a little bit finicky as a whole, so a lot of things might not work as intended with the A527.
Yeah,
right.
Well, I always say it on here. It's bottom of the barrel chips, basically.
Yeah.
All winners, more like all losers.
And
It's all these
I
chips.
still don't know why it's called the Action Pi and not just the Pi or the Action. And now we dropped the symbol, which makes sense, which is good, easier to spell.
Search,
but
also, search.
What it is, what is it about? Okay.
Isn't there some other pies that we can talk about?
Yeah, there's apple.
Apple pie. Yeah, pie's always good. What's your favorite pie, Stubbs?
Apple pie, man. A good, Dutch apple pie too. What's the one with the crumblings? The little brown sugar crumbles on top.
That's just a caramel apple pie.
Caramel apple pie?
Caramel apple pie.
I was like, isn't that a Dutch? Where
Or a
Dutch
Dutch
fit into
apple
this?
pie. This is a
Dutch
Dutch
apple
apple
You
pie.
guys ever
That's
have
the one I like.
a Dutch crunch bread. So good.
No.
Really? What do you? Wow, where do you get that at? The Kroger?
Mr. Pickles.
What?
Excuse me.
It's a great sandwich shop.
All right. Well,
You got good food out here. What can I tell you?
Does you have a shop on the corner or on the side or something?
well.
I was
speaking
gonna
of-
say.
speaking
He
of,
would approve of that place. He would
Speaking
approve.
of pie, so with our third pie in the row right now, we have the Orange Pie. We're on the pie theme today. OrangePi Neo-01 is actually real. It is happening.
Yes,
And
yes, it is.
Comes with Manjaro Linux. People are getting very excited for this. We're looking at a 7840U on this or an 8840U version. Around
Pretty
the
solid
$5,
pricing too. The pricing's really awesome on this thing.
starting at $450.
It's really competitive.
Really
Oh, yeah.
competitive. What I mean, Andrew, what's
I'm
your?
super pumped. I know Andrew and I are like the
Rob,
ones
yeah.
really excited for this one. Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. I mean, okay, fine. We're all
And
three of
Ben.
us are excited for this thing.
Considering I already put Linux on all of my handhelds, I'm already excited that I don't have to do it with this one.
Well,
I'm just glad they didn't abandon it, and it's still a thing that's happening, and they're cooking with it. It looks awesome.
right, and the developers here have a really awesome Q&A you can read about. We also have information about it, of course, on our website, our latest RH Weekly, and this is a long time coming. I remember we were scrambling around at CES to try to find it so we could cover it. I think only one or two of us ended up finding it. It was like a private appointment only sort of thing. And it's very exciting to see that it's real and such a competitive price point. So
Yeah, I'm glad that they were able to keep the prices because I know originally what was it $4.99 that they were talking about, so they actually went a little bit lower than before.
I love that orange
thought
one.
they
right there.
went. I thought it was supposed to be like $5.49 was the
Okay,
was
so
original.
yeah.
So
So they
but
did
it's
come
also-
down a little
it's-
bit though.
like we heard about it before. We RH didn't write about it until March.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I think that's when we were first expecting it, like getting close to a launch, and then it just
Right.
we went like 10 months with nothing.
Yeah,
So-
well, I mean, the audience is all dolphins right now. All dolphins about this. I don't know what that means, but I think it means they're excited.
They're flipping out for it.
They're flipping out for it. Yeah, they are flipping out. Like to see that. And GPD, if you know about GPD, they had the Win 4 was a long product line for them. They released multiple versions, multiple years. I really enjoyed the Win 4. It was the best of the Wins in my opinion. I liked the first one because it didn't get as hot as the later models. I appreciated it. It had its own problems, but now they're stuffing in the same chipset I believe that's inside the Asus like Z13 Flow.
Yep.
Inside of a Win mini Windows handheld form factor. So I wonder how hot that's going to get. I don't.
Too hot for it to work in that form factor.
I
Probably.
think I feel like they're experimenting. I think they're just
Yeah.
messing around with stuff.
Although I would sell all of my handhelds for a GPD Win 4 with that
you
transparent
imagine?
shell.
Yeah,
With that
Could you
transparent
imagine
shell,
that? Yes,
it would be,
yes, the shell's
it'd be
awesome.
over.
it's the sexy. That's really nice. And I mean, there's the novelty of it being not only like the smallest Windows handheld generally you find, but the novelty of it having the fastest chip on the market inside of the smallest handheld. This doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
That would be
how do they
wild.
cool that chip off? How will they do this?
It has to be as thick. It's twice as thick as the sugar cube.
It better be.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Or the RG slide.
It's a loaf of bread.
Yeah,
It's like a
yep. That's
the
right.
French crunch.
It's
The
the
Dutch-
GPD loaf, boys.
the GPD loaf. Yeah, so we're excited for the GPD loaf. I think I just the pure, I don't know, balls
Insanity
of,
of
this,
it.
of GPD to do this is incredible. Like this really is the year of just experimentation. Like anything goes now. Anything goes. There is nothing off the table right now. So, yeah. Huh. Even Odin 3 rumors are happening. So Odin 2, now this is something we're speculating, okay? This is not confirmed. And people, when we posted about this on socials, they're like, do you know something we don't? No, we don't. But they are out of stock finally in the Odin 2. What does that mean? In the past, when they've done things like this, it usually means they're about ready to launch something or reveal something.
Is it all of the models or is it just the base?
It's just the base, but it's all colors of. So the weird thing, I found it, and I don't remember what I was doing to find it because I was working on RH Weekly, which had nothing to do with the Odin, like the original article, the roundup. But I clicked on it and saw that it was out of stock. But the day before, I had updated bills and included it because it's $10 off or it was $289 or something like that. It was cheaper. So I included it in the deals of the week. And I noticed that all colors, and there's 6 colors, are all out of stock, which is not, it would be one thing if it was like, I didn't see it the day before and I just saw it or whatever, but it was in stock, all colors the day before. Yesterday, it was no longer in stock. So it's just like, and then they had a big like month-long sale on all of them. You could even save like $10 on the portal, which is not something they usually do for a brand new device.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. We'll have to watch this one closely. I have that tickle. The handheld sense is tingling on this one.
It's about the right time.
About the right
for them.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
For an Odin 3, and it's I don't think it's going to be anything but an Odin 3.
AYN product. I mean, just in general, I think they're kind of like every 6 months ish.
Could you really see them doing like another entry in the Odin 2 lineup though, like with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2?
Unless it was a clamshell. No,
I think they're going. I think they're going next chip up. You know, I think they're definitely going next chip up.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I think they kind of have to because of AYN Neo.
Right.
They always see AYN Neo as their arch enemy.
yeah, and
nemesis.
The return to Loki. Yeah, we'll see. Dead Fred.
I wish.
We'll see.
I wish. I think they're never gonna go back to Windows. Honestly,
I doubt they go back.
Funny. New Odin Mini. How about that? Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh man, I love my Mini. Never use it. Don't know why. I love it though. I don't even care. It's great. I don't use it enough, but every time I do use it, I'm like, man, this is awesome.
I've been using my Portal recently a lot.
Yeah.
I like the whole lineup though. I like all 3 of the devices. I think they're all really, they bring something different to the table.
Like I said about the
AYN
table,
needs to compete with them. Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying, like again, like it's just nothing's off the table. Nothing.
Yeah.
The table's cleared. Yeah. The table's full of all sorts of things.
Especially if you've got Stable Table.
Stable Table is a product that we've sponsored.
Let me tell you something. I got it right here with me. This thing is great. Okay, I use it all the time when I'm doing my videos. I need it like just the right angles and stuff. Right here, Stable Table. That's all you need.
That's all you need. And
Best gift I ever got from Stubbs.
That's right. I passed on the gift of Stable Table to as many people as I could. I want them to know.
Speaking of gifts, I also got Ninja
Turtles. By them,
so look at these Ninja Turtles. They're awesome.
I just think it's cool.
Ban hooked me up with some Ninja Turtles. I got money from Mike. Mike got some $1.
And remember, DJ Good News reminds us, kids, if you're taking part in this year of experimentation, stay safe and get tested. It's going to be benchmark the devices when you get them to make sure that they're staying up to par in performance, in consistency. So
always stay safe out there. Yes,
always stay safe. Yes, that's right. We're talking about GammaOS Next. So this is Gamma's latest thing, and it's an awesome take on Android, making it nice, pure, and with optimizations and all the things that he could stuff in there. And you're used to seeing GammaOS on the 556, on the Cube, 406V, 406H, but now we're actually seeing it on the E6 Max from GameMT, the ZPG A1 Unicorn, and the KTR1. So if you're interested in this, you can get it over on the GammaOS Patreon, linked through our...
Yeah, I need a KTR1 again.
Yeah, linked
just
through
not
our
bands.
description.
It's hideous.
Check on the full news and sources to get to there. And then, having GammaOS come to more devices is exciting. That makes these devices worth buying, maybe if you weren't interested in them before, knowing that you're going to get a great software experience. Because the KTR1, it was okay in hardware, has its issues, but the software it just was not there for me yet. So having the GammaOS experience makes it a little more interesting. A little more interesting. In the A1 Unicorn, I mean, I love that thing. So that's exciting. The GameMT, I haven't tried that yet, but I'm going to have to.
I actually have it. I haven't turned it on.
I have.
Ben was
You
not
have two
too
of them, don't
fond
you?
of it.
I do have two of
You
them.
double dipping?
No. My first E6 Max that I got had a left trigger or left shoulder button that didn't move at all.
That's not good.
And when I opened it up, it was missing just a little pad that was on the right trigger. And actually, the left the left little micro switch was just like loose on its spot.
Yeah, I remember that close-up shot. It was like crooked, I think, or something.
Yeah,
It looked like it was about to snap off, basically.
It was a little crooked,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like it was gonna fall off. It just wasn't aligned correctly.
Yeah.
So, someone out of the community who was like, "I'm done with it. Do you want it?" just sent me a second one for the cost of shipping.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
This one actually just fully works, so I'll probably be getting Gamma on this before I work on any like
I appreciate
review or
that.
anything of it. The D-pad does not feel.
Not
no,
quite
I just
there yet.
it's better than the older E6
Yes.
devices, but mine, or at least my original one, it felt like just a block of plastic that like if you pushed on one end, it would just kind of like tilt as a whole.
That's a problem. However, if you want to send the broken one to me, I wouldn't say no to feel that in my hands, to use it for a day and
Feel that.
say,
Max power.
yeah,
keep
to
that
see
in
if I
mind.
felt the max power in my hands.
I'll double check to make sure which is the broken one, but I think it's the one that's in a box.
I would love to open that box. So I just, I know.
Charge them for it. Charge
me
them
for
for
the
it, man.
experience. That's right. I want to rent the E6 Max like it's
Unboxing
Right.
experience.
on the unboxing experience.
Unbox it and then mail it to Andrew.
Yeah, to Andrew.
No,
That's right.
Why?
Because we know how fond you are of the e-waste. Well,
'Cause-
E6 Max is better than e-waste, though. I will give it that.
Don't act like I'm a e-waste hater, okay? I don't know where you got that idea from.
Oh, where's Stubbs?
Oh, what is he
What
finding
is he
now?
doing?
What did he just turn on?
He turned it on.
Probably
Is that the
Unicorn.
MagicX Touch Zero? It's a Touch Zero.
He has the KTR1
That's
in every
either the-
color.
Oh, there's like 12 different colors, Rob. He has every color and like
combination.
top and, and top and bottom
Yeah,
stick.
I went looking to see how much that costs to buy, and I'm not buying one.
A KTR1?
Yeah.
I mean, I only paid $70, but I mean, you saw what it looked like.
Yeah, I don't mind that. It doesn't look that bad, especially with the color. If the buttons were like the same color as the D-pad, then like that would be problematic.
This one would have been better if the D-pad was on top, honestly.
Probably, yeah. It does look a little bit too low. Like it looks very low, like close to the bottom lip.
The person who I bought this from said that the person they bought it from tape modded it, so like the D-pad has almost no diagonals to it.
What?
Like it has diagonals, but they have to be intentional. Versus just like purely. I don't know why I keep getting myself into these things, honestly.
I do, because you have a disease.
Unboxing video, unboxed video, reboxing video, 5 regrets I had while unboxing and reboxing video. Please. Yes. Speaking of unboxing things, remember when I unboxed the Zero40 last Monday? Well, since then I made a video program. I mean, a videotape. I made a digital video on our YouTube channel about it. And it was a review video. And since then, I have been using the Zero40. And man, this thing, I really don't have any changed thoughts on it other than, it gets a little warm. And the biggest issue I had, because I like playing this one at night, for some reason that's just like the right time for me, the little blue light that kept flashing through here was really bothering me. And so a nice person in our Discord recommended to me a Flunchy light dimming sticker on Amazon, $5, like same day shipping, 2 sheets included here. What these things are? Look at these little dots for different hole sizes that you might have on your devices for your lights. And so you just take a little sticker off. It's like a partway see-through. You can still see through them. It just dims the LED light a lot. So I have it on right now, and the blue light is on right there, but you can see, oops, where's it at? Right there. You can still see that the blue light's there, but it's really dim. Like, you have no idea how excited I am. On many of my devices, I have always recommended, if the light's too bright, put a little piece of electrical tape, block out the light. Oh no. Yeah, see, there's the blue light. There, yeah, exactly. See? There.
There's no way to turn that off in the software?
Producer Sony. I don't know. Maybe there is. I couldn't find it though. But this was $5, and you get a whole bunch of them for all your devices.
Also you can do too?
What?
Take a Sharpie, a black Sharpie to it.
No, then permanently.
He's not banned.
You can turn.
I wouldn't do that.
Wow.
Look how clean that is. I didn't center it quite
that
right.
That looks really good, actually. I might need to buy some of that.
Because
I ordered.
It's good that they cover all of the hole sizes.
And if you want to let the handheld go, give it away or sell it or whatever, like, you can just pull that sticker off if someone's like, I really need to see that LED light, you know? And then it's no big problem. It hasn't been permanently altered. So I appreciate it. You get two sheets of this thing, and you get a really big one if you have like a handheld with LED light the size of this. What is this for? Nobody knows.
So I had to sit through this twice now because he did the same spiel on the offline podcast.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did do that twice, huh? I came home.
Did you make the same joke twice?
No, this is an original. just for you, Andrew.
Thank you. This was a shorter demonstration than what you're all going to get when the offline episode with Monto drops. Hey, Monto. How you doing? I'm excited for that episode. That was a fun talk.
He had to sit
Monto
through it
also
twice
sit
too
through
now.
twice.
Sorry about that. I can't believe this.
I accidentally ordered it twice.
I'm just very excited. Oh, also, before we get off the Zero40, I'm going to do a live stream this week where we're going to test more games and try some like purpose-filled games, non-DS, non-arcade stuff. We can look at also
someone on the Discord showed the possibility of PSP if you just turn it.
We could try that.
Yeah.
I also got a request for doing pinball, so we can do some pinball and then some other arcade options. Maybe we can try to stretch it so that there's no MAME overlay bezel at the bottom there. I'd like to use the full real estate. That would be really nice.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, thanks very much. I do it when I'm in private. I say that all the time.
Oh my gosh.
I stretch it.
I'm
The aspect ratio.
What's
that picture?
Just
so
killed
adorable.
Andrew.
What a
me,
lovely
Andrew?
photo.
Is that us as friends?
Yeah, he had to use AI to make it because it wasn't real.
Can I see that bigger? I want to see that picture again. What is that?
It's us as friends.
If we were friends, that's what we would look like. That's so nice.
I feel like
Stubbs is unusually angry though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
have
like
to swap the faces.
Andrew would be the angry
Andrew's
one.
not that happy usually.
Look how happy you are. I love that about. I love this for us. I love this for us. Thank you. Zeth, big shout to you, Monto. You convinced me to test out WinLater on the Flip 2 after watching your... Yeah, man. We're hype on Monto. Monto makes awesome stuff. Check out that episode. It's going to drop this week. Maybe as soon as tomorrow. I don't know when Sony's ready for that one. But yeah, I look very angry.
Sony, do it.
Yeah, you got it. You gotta.
Yeah,
if
Greg.
you haven't checked them out yet, you gotta.
Grumpy and stubby. No. Andrew is a delightful fellow. I like to make him
That's
giggle.
incorrect.
As long as you don't upset him, he's good.
I live for making Andrew giggle. That is my favorite
Andrew's
pastime.
crash outs are legendary.
Yeah, he's crashed out in my DMs.
I have not. I just
Godzilla.
bitched in your DMs. There's a
I
difference.
need more angry Stubbs.
There it is.
Hey man,
That's one.
I have my
Yep.
moments. I do have my moments. Sometimes I really get frustrated with this embargo stuff lately. That's what's really frustrating for me. That's what makes me boil.
Because they're just making it up as they go.
They make it up as they go.
Whatever,
we don't know what to expect, and they change the rules on us last minute. And then all of a sudden, the thing's out, and we're not. I ranted a bunch this week about that already. But okay, so we looked at that. PCSX2 is now on Android, the actual original PS2 goodness that you see on PC. It's on ARM64. You got it on your Android now.
With a catch.
What's the catch?
It's not from PC, the direct devs.
Correct.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy there, Cheech. He can't hear me, so I can just call him whatever I want.
Hey, I'm just happy to see something happening with the PlayStation 2 emulation.
Yeah, pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, they ported, whoever this is, they ported the files over. And, like, they built it for I'm guessing they built it for the purpose of this YouTube video. But then the cool thing was, I think his name's Trixarian? Yeah, Trixarian, there it is. He's that person, I don't know if it's a he or she, so that person, they are the ones who do or maintain Nether SX2.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Yep.
So they compiled it and released the compiled version on GitHub because the person who originally did it said it was still unfinished because while studying due to lack of experience. So Trixarian picked the reins up, which is another example of how effing awesome this community is.
So good.
When they're left to their own devices.
Yeah,
and
that's
not
the key
bombarded. But yeah, they took it and dropped the compiled build. I've yet to try it, but I will be doing so shortly.
Now, that is neat and everything. Like, that's really cool, right? But you know what else is happening this week? Freaking Xbox on Android is becoming a thing. That blew my mind when Andrew shared this. The Xanite, Xanite.
I don't know. The repo's apparently like 6 months old, and I didn't realize it.
Really? So it's not in a usable state then, is what you're saying? Or is...
Oh, no. It is not in a usable state,
Okay.
but I highlighted it to show that somebody was working on it.
Which is crazy.
This is the first time we've seen somebody working on it other than porting Zemu to using WinLater or something.
I always wondered what is so tough about Xbox simulation to why it never has been taken up for Android.
I think part of it is lack of interest. I think that's
you think.
Isn't it?
You think a lack of interest, really?
What's the architecture?
It's x86.
I think that probably has another part to do with it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under the hood, it is just old x86.
Yeah, I mean, like, just in my own experience, I mean, this is not scientific or anything like that, but in terms of popularity, whenever I cover like PlayStation emulation versus anything Xbox related, PlayStation always outpaces the interest. Always, you know.
Can you play God of War?
Can I play GTA 5?
Crisis.
Can you play GTA 5 on... We're going to try this, Stubbs. GTA 5 on the MagicX.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see it.
Right.
Just to see Rob's skin crawl.
Can you stretch it vertically, though?
We can do whatever you want, man.
I don't want to see frames per second. I want to see seconds per frame.
The sedan is going to look like a minivan.
That's Stubbs' disappointed face.
No one else is disappointed here except for Stubbs. That's a new one.
That's not
true. Feel like right now would be a really, really awkward time to
go poop.
No. Talk about this month's Game of the Month review because June was been ridiculous. We got King Kong, right? We had Evo, and we had, what was the third one? Dino Crisis. It was a dinosaur themed month. And back with us, of course, is our good friend Zoo from Zoo Reviews. Take it away, Zoo.
Oh, hi, it's your old buddy Zoo, and I guess it's time for...
Oh, are you there? We lost him.
Review.
Zoo, come back.
There it is.
Oh, hi, it's your old buddy Zoo, and I guess it's time for Game of the Month review. This month was June. We had Jurassic June, despite the incredibly on-brand
He's
theming.
really angry.
not enough people voted for my nomination, Jurassic Park, for the Super Nintendo, and so we didn't get to play it. So you know what? You can all go f***. What? Sorry, Gary, I was in the sun a lot today. We're building a float for the 4th of July, and I got heat stroke. I got some sunburn. I don't know if you can zoom in. I got sunburn up here.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
I don't know. I just take a little drink of water. Let's calm down. Anyway, Jurassic June gave us a Super Nintendo game, a PlayStation 2/GameCube game, and a PlayStation 1 game. So let's dive in and talk about them. First off was Evo for the Super Nintendo. Now, I played this game a lot when I was a kid. I think it had to do with the fact that the box art was pretty cool, and it had that little E on it, the lowercase e, so you knew it was from Enix. And Enix, I don't know, probably 80% of their games were good, so you had a pretty good chance you saw that E, you were in for a treat. In this E game, Evo, you start out as a little baby fish, and you just headbutt things and little baby chomps on, I don't know, eels. And then eventually you get evolution points, and you grow more teeth. You get a real big dorsal fin. You got side fins, maybe a fancy tail. And you get stronger and stronger until you can eat the biggest shark in the ocean. You become king fish, and what happens next? You turn into an amphibian. Bet you weren't expecting that. But, I mean, it makes sense evolutionarily speaking. But you become an amphibian, but you're just a little baby amphibian. And so you got to start biting little frogs and salamanders and get stronger and stronger. And that's the core loop. You become stronger, you evolve, you become stronger, you evolve. Eventually, you're either a human, you're a dinosaur that survived the meteors, or you're, as most people play, some weird horse giraffe with a tiger face. It's terrifying. But by the end, you fall in love, or I guess you just hang out with Gaia. She's the lady who represents the Earth. Anyway, I played this on the Super Boy Beach, just as a gimmick, because I was on vacation at the beach. And this doesn't have save states. Doesn't have fast forward, rewind. And I guess I had more of a frustrating yet authentic experience than most people, because I didn't have fast forward, didn't have save states. I had to learn patterns or trick endgame bosses into being stun locked. It's like a weird proto Dark Souls game. The bosses towards the end are definitely a weak spot, but overall I really like the core gameplay, and I'll give it about a 7.5 out of 10. Up next we have Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official movie game. I don't think that's the actual title, but it's not that far off. It's very presumptuous of Peter Jackson. He was riding pretty high coming down from Lord of the Rings. I guess you make Lord of the Rings like the way he did. You can name your video games whatever you want. But this is about King Kong, as you might have guessed from the long, pointless title. You can play as Adrian Brody. I think that's your character, right? Yeah. You play as Adrian Brody, and sometimes play as King Kong. How about that? It's a GameCube PS2 movie tie-in, and like most games of that genre, as an FPS, it's just kind of a muddy, confusing, okay experience. You drop on the island, and in true survival horror fashion, they gave you I don't know, 1 magazine for your pistol, or 4 cartridges for your rifle, and you just don't really use your guns. You just pick up spears and bones, and you have to kill dinosaurs with spears and bones. It's very frustrating. You would have thought maybe, especially in the 30s, these guys would have been loaded for bear. They don't care about the environment. Just land on the island, set everything on fire. That's how they did it back in the day. Most of the game, you're Adrian Brody, but there are random stages where you play as King Kong. And those stages are actually pretty fun, because these monsters and these dinosaurs were really giving you trouble as a man. Now they're just little eensy-teensy babies. You smack them out of the way, and you go fight the real big T-Rex, and you snap his jaw in half. Now, there were people who complained that the King Kong sections, they got lost, or things refused to fire, scripted events didn't run. They're not wrong. This game is buggy as hell. I had a part in the last stage. It's a good thing for save states, too, because I would have been mad. But I had a spot in the very last stage. I'm climbing through New York City, and I clip through a building, and Kong just starts doing this. And it kept getting faster and faster until there's a weird gorilla-shaped blur in the middle of my screen. So I restarted Dolphin, started the stage again. It was fine. But I tell you what, that wasn't the only glitch I experienced, and a lot of other people had similar reports. So it's kind of a buggy mess. It was okay, though. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was a decent enough game, right? It did have voice acting. Mostly it was just Jack Black just chewing up the scenery, as Jack Black does. But it was okay. It was decent. It was mindless summertime fun. I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. Last up, we have Dino Crisis. Now this is basically Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. And that's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Like, it is so Jurassic Park to the point where they reference Jurassic Park in the game. They don't say Jurassic Park, but like, they're getting chased by velociraptors and a T-Rex, and the one guy goes, "Boy, this is just like that movie." What movie, Rick? What movie? Jurassic Park? Yeah, it is. It's Jurassic Park, but Resident Evil, but Jurassic Park. It's pretty cool. Your primary bad guys are velociraptors. Eventually, some of the velociraptors are purple, and they're harder to kill. And then there's a T-Rex that follows you around and shows up at inopportune times. It's Jurassic Park. It is what it is. But it's also Resident Evil. So you're getting tank controls. You're getting extremely limited ammunition. You're getting slightly frustrating inventory management. Circle back to the ammunition, though. The thing that bothers me the most about these games, I don't know if it's Japanese. It might be Japanese. Like, in Japan, you have the Japanese Defense Force. Their primary weapons are harsh words and Nerf bats. So when a Japanese developer says, "How am I going to envision an elite military squad?" They have some girl in leather with a pistol, and they give her like 4 magazines. If I was sending the Navy SEALs to take out some weird hidden energy dinosaur secret location, you know what I give them? Miniguns. You wouldn't have to walk around going, "I only have 4 shotgun shells." That wouldn't be a problem. That's a zoo problem there. It's not really a problem in this game, though, even though I get mad about it in general, because you can just run past the dinosaurs. No joke, there's probably like 3 actual fights you have to do in the game, and I think all 3 are the T-Rex. Like, you walk out of a door and there's 3 velociraptors in a hallway, you know what you do? You just kind of speed walk past them. And when you can do that, or just go, "Oh crap, velociraptors," and walk back in the room and stand there, and then they walk away, you lose a lot of your tension. I don't know. I had fun. The game grew on me. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was basically an unlicensed Jurassic Park game in the style of Resident Evil, which is pretty cool. I'll give it 6.5 out of 10. So that's your Jurassic June. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves playing dinosaur games. We didn't play the best dinosaur game, Jurassic Park. No, why would we play Jurassic Park in Jurassic June? Anyway, I hope you're having a good show. I hope everyone's having a good time. Man, keep these lunatics in line. Hi, Rob. Hi, best friend Rob. Stubbs, Andrew, anyone else on the show? Hope you're all having a good time. I don't know. I'm going to go lay down. I'm getting pretty tired. I just got sunburn. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
What?
You guys never
can't wait for Zoo to see that.
Monday is never dull with you guys. I appreciate that. I don't know what just happened everywhere. We are back on our professional podcast here now. We have a giveaway to run now. Remember the coin game?
That's a transition that you want to run here?
Remember Steam? Remember that game Rob's friends are made? The coin game is pretty sweet. So we're going to, look at this. So you don't remember from last week? Get out of here, Zoo. That was a good review, though. Thank you.
Hi, Zoo.
Hi, Zoo.
Hi, best friend, Zoo.
Hi, Zoo.
I will be his best friend again soon, I think. Hopefully.
Take your turn.
I don't think you were ever his best friend.
Well, well, we started off on the wrong foot. That's why. There was the whole thing where he's going to come stab me. Like, well, you know.
That's usually how things go with Zoo in the beginning.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So, this is a sweet, like, I don't know, arcade experience. You're going to the amusement park and you're riding on the things and you're doing the things, but you don't have to leave your house, which is great because everybody knows that going outside is like a virus, right?
I mean, look what happened to Zoo.
Yeah, so you got all red skin. He's all sunburned out. That's what happens when you're exposed to the sun. Now, the problem with going and staying inside is the lack of vitamin D will lead you to just endlessly play these casino games and coin game. Either way, it's a cool looking game, so we should decide who the winner is now. And by that I mean our random comment picker, that I totally picked a new one that might work for us this time and not be a bunch of random craziness, stupid things. There will be 2 winners for this game. So the thing was, and you can still do it right now, last week's podcast episode, just write your Discord name in the comment. I think that's basically the whole thing, right? The whole rule. So,
this reminds me of the Jeopardy skit from SNL, where it's like, just write any number.
Any number.
No, any number. Just write any Discord name.
At
Any Discord
7.
name.
At name. You can write somebody else's Discord name. You
At
can write
JN 2002 dot.
period.
At Discord name.
No dot. No dot.
No, there's a dot.
We need to find a winner. So let me pull this up here now. Okay. Everyone see that okay?
It's a little
We're going to have a
small.
nice clean game here. Comment picker. All right. 2 backup winners is what they're allowing. No
Wait.
advertisements.
You can't add any more backup winners?
We need 2 winners, though, don't we?
Yeah, I was going to say
5.
you need 2.
I know. I picked 5 and it says 2. It wants me to pay them money.
Well,
So listen, we're going to get 3 and then we can reload the page. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Where's the cue the music? I guess you know the music. Huh? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So let's just do this. All right. Who's going to get the coin game? Coin game, coin game, coin game. Get in the comments. Get comments. 33 comments. Uninitial on the Matrix. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. One of these 3 people wrote their Discord name. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, we got...
No, he's not okay.
No.
Winner number 1 at MickI9DY is Andrew
That's-
okay?
that's his YouTube
That's his
username.
That's his actual Discord name.
Is Andrew okay? Perfect. Our backup winners: Cat Doom Song. Wasn't Stubbs electrician named Trigger? Oh wait, that's a dead horse. Does the dish D-pad really missing? Other literally Anna. Other unboxings have it inside the same little box the D-pad. So none of them followed the rules. None of them wanted to win the game, but certificate of achievement goes to. We're gonna redo it. How many times will we roll today? We get 3
At
more
least-
people.
Why do
here.
we have so much trouble with our giveaways?
Nobody wants to win anything. They assume that we're scamming them. Let's see. And MickI9DY won again. Wait,
Oh, Dan's up there.
Yeah,
Man, you cheater!
yeah.
okay,
No,
this site's terrible for a different reason.
What?
Can't pick the same person twice.
What's happening
was
here?
the first
Why
thing-
are we
the-
using this one?
Because it's better than the last one, I thought. I'm trying a new one.
Oh, it's terrible.
I made my screen full size. So hold on. Let me just fix it. Okay, can you see it okay?
Man did not win.
We're
He
gonna-
did not
what do
win.
you
He
mean?
didn't even write his Discord name.
Yes, I did. You didn't read the comment.
Actually, he
What did
he
the comments say?
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Well,
Because
okay.
it's 3 extra characters after his name.
Yeah.
All right. Ban, you win. Listen, you wrote your Discord name in there? Okay,
I did.
you win. Yes. Give Ban a key for the coin game.
Don't
Rob.
don't do that.
Hey, that
Don't do
means you guys all get it too.
Actually,
Oh my God,
we
Matt
have an
Davis.
actual winner. Nope.
Matt Davis.
Oh,
Hey, that's the backup winner, Stubbs.
that's
Not
the
your
backup
average
winner.
paladin. Oh, yes.
Actual
Airwalk,
winner.
1616 actual winner.
Yes, that's
Ban,
an
do
actual
you,
winner.
do you want to win coin game or do you want to give it up to Matt Davis?
I'll be nice. Matt Davis
You
can
have to
have
give
it.
it up to him.
Matt Davis can have it.
No, you don't.
an
He
absolute
said I was
legend.
broke.
What?
He in the beginning of the podcast, he said I was broke. He asked if I was broke.
Oh, if Matt Davis, if you're being rude to Andrew, I'm gonna take the key.
Oh,
No,
no.
you're not.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Certificate of achievement goes to at Airwalk1616. Has been selected as a winner. I will contact Not Your Average Paladin on
Nice.
Discord to give you the key. Actually, Rob will, because Rob has the keys. That's right.
That's true.
That's Rob's giveaway, technically.
That means Rob can pick who the
just the
second key goes
announcer.
to.
Rob, you pick.
I'll have to think about it. Ben has to prove his worth.
There's going to be
I'm going to go get
A
the
lot of
nut.
work.
Traditionally,
Oh, come on.
traditionally, RH staff have
That's
not
a good
been
deal.
eligible to win giveaways because
Yeah.
we can't.
I say he goes to Matt Davis.
Because that's collusion, corruption, or something. So
Conflict of interest.
conflict of interest. Matt Davis said Andrew is too broke to pay attention.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's still not
no.
okay, Matt.
Matthew.
But then again, I might trade ban for one key for that. Yeah, that's
I
a
gotta
good
pick
deal.
that game up. Look at
That's a
that
good
nuck.
deal.
You can see
What?
through it.
Man,
That's sweet,
Yeah,
man.
that's
you need
that's cool.
you need
Do you
you
need
need a hobby.
Do you need? He has
This is
a
my
hobby.
hobby.
What do you mean?
This is his hobby.
He needs
Yeah.
more hobbies.
All right, let's get out. Okay, very good. Congratulations, Matt Davis. Congratulations, not your average paladin. Rob will be contacting you. Thank you, Rob. Okay, now we need to do this.
Oh,
Yes.
it's yellow.
It's orange.
That's when you know
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. I notice he color codes the handhelds now.
I didn't have time to get my usual blue mat as I was running out of that house. So
No, blue means bad.
orange today. Blue means bad.
Yeah, I think
Why?
you're subconsciously color coding the handhelds.
I think
What?
you're overthinking it.
Orange is pretty
Stubbs'
cool. Look how happy
brain
this
break.
looks. Look, we can do yellow if you want.
Oh, fancy!
What
Oh, he
art-
stacks
can
them.
you-
He stacks them.
Can you give me an affiliate link for those?
Yeah, I have a bunch. I actually have like 10 different ones like this, and I used to have them all stacked. I only have a couple stacked right now, in case I want to switch
That
on the
would be-
fly. In case I'm not feeling it. Look at this.
It's
Oh,
very
yellow.
banana-y. Matches your
Do you
controller.
want banana today, or do you
Let's
want
go.
orange?
Let's go bananas.
You want banana? Okay, we're doing banana.
I hate
Kind of
you,
matches
man.
the GameBaby, although you can't see the contrast very well. No,
My
we're
bad.
going-
Yeah, let's go with orange.
We're gonna go with orange today.
If I knew what
everybody.
color the GameBaby was, I wouldn't have said yellow.
So much yellow. Why is there
Too
so
much.
much yellow?
Too much. See, here I was color coordinating today.
This is looking like a B-Duck set right
Oh.
here.
with
Hey,
the
have-
ultimate.
The most recent B-Duck is not yellow.
Yeah, I know.
It's like beige and red and blue.
Blue
it's,
and red and
it's
every
a
color.
pixel memory.
Okay, listen.
Oh,
Andrew-
banana.
No!
Andrew was kind enough to send me and let me borrow his iPhone 15 Pro Max, I believe this is.
No.
Look at little Andrew.
You know what? That's
not
actually
me.
more accurate. That's
Oh,
no,
more
it's not.
accurate. When it has the mustache, though, it is.
Ugh.
You can't lie with the mustache. That's
Oh,
definitely
I
Andrew.
This is
can-
a
I'm
wonderful
not
gift
lying. It's
from
awful.
Mike.
I hope this is charged.
Oh,
I-
Stubbs.
Forgot
Oh,
to charge.
Stubbs.
Hold on, I have a cable.
Oh, Stubbs.
Can you crunch your
Oh.
water bottle any louder, Ben?
Oh,
Yeah.
panel. Wow.
My bad.
Okay. Here we go.
Sony will take that out in post.
Well, this will turn on at some point. So here was the V1. Oh,
It's gonna take a minute, obviously. Just leave
okay,
it plugged
don't
in. Do
worry
something
about
else.
that. Don't worry about that
We
right
could
now.
unbox
Oh, we
something
could see
else.
another hack again.
Calm down now about this.
You got that battery pack?
Just, I need a minute here. I'm presenting to the audience. It's GameBaby V1. Okay, they're having fun gaming anytime. You remember this? We had this on the show a few months back by Bitmo Lab. Now it's sweet. So their V1 wasn't quite doing it. It's a little soft, and so they said, "Okay, listen, we hear you." So they brought us V2, and we said, "Okay, we're gonna unbox this." We never did. Well, because they said I was about to unbox it, and then they were like, "Wait a minute, stop. We found things that we want to make better. Stop. Wait for V3." So here was V2. Damn it. And then they made these metal, basically. That was the difference there. And that nice conductive rubber pads. I like that. But let's see, where are we at now? What is this? I have two of these. That's right. These are the V2. I need one for the 15 Pro. This is for the 16. This is for the 16. This is, damn it, Stubbs. Damn it. Get out of here.
At least it wasn't a handheld.
So here is the actual V2 that I need. This is the one that fits this phone. Problem now, the reason I'm doing this is because unfortunately they sent me a V3 that I said I only have a 15 Pro Max. But they sent me the V3 here, but it's the 16 Pro Max.
Ooh.
So, and don't worry, I didn't hurt it when I threw it there. It's fine. So I'm gonna send anyone who wants that. We can maybe send this off. The 16 Pro Max for the V3, I'm gonna need to send to somebody who has a 16 Pro Max. I don't.
Dibs.
So we'll unbox it. So it's going to Andrew. And the one I'm going to put on the phone today, as an example, is going to be the V2. Just realize that. So V3, V2. I do not see superficially too much difference, but let's unbox it and see. So this is one that has some sweet overlays that you can download, and you can use it with, I think, Delta, and there was another one. They have it on their website there. Now, I'm not really an Apple person, but I am interested in this technology in sort of converting your phone into a fully usable, emulation controller thing where you don't need to have an attached telescopic situation. You have it built into the case, which I think is really freaking cool. But, I never really liked this setup that they're doing here. And there's another company that makes these too that I might check out, but I want to see what they cooked on here. So what's different between the V2 and the V3? And now these are pretty cheap. They're around $25 last I checked.
It's a pretty cool concept. I will say it's
and
clever
for the price, and it kind of pops, right? And it's not too bad. So let's get this old one off. Unplug this. I like it. So it's in two pieces. There's the top. You pop it out, slide it out. Okay. There's that. Slide it into place. Bop. Like that. Kind of snaps in. All right. Pretty decent. Well, not a perfect fit, I would say. A little wobbly on this one. Little wobbly. Yeah. Other problem is, of course, that I put that on backwards. Let's see if this is better.
Well, yeah, but you still want it on the back because if you're using it as a case, that's the whole idea, right?
Right, and then you can put it on the back, and now it's a case, and now it's on the front, right? So
so that does matter.
Right.
That is important.
Does. It's a little bit loose, and I'm sure. Look, there's a little bit of clearance there. I don't like that, and that's probably why they made the V3. I mean, let's see. I don't have the phone compatible for this right now, unfortunately. So, Bitmo, if you'd like to send the 15 version to Andrew as well, then he can show off maybe on the podcast both the 15 and the 16 of the V3. But yeah, I guess the difference now is that they have the little dots on the top of the buttons, right?
Oh yeah, well they're finalized. You can see that they're prototypes on the other one. The finishing is different.
Wait, which one?
Which
one's the final version?
This one's the final one.
Wait, no. Are you sure?
No.
Wait a minute. Now
it can't be.
Yeah, that one looks much more like a prototype.
Now, none of them are labeled. I had to label. What is this? Is this the? This must be the final.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's
because
I have
a
prototype. Get out.
Yeah, it looks like
I have one of those.
Yeah,
because
Thank you guys. There's so many game
those
babies
buttons,
happening here. There's a game.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So many game babies.
How many babies do you have on your desk?
So many babies.
Oh.
So now we have. What's up, man?
Nothing. I said Stubbs, but I meant to say band because
we have 3 of these now. Which one goes to? No.
Wait, are they all the same, or is one plastic?
This one's janky feeling.
So it's probably V1.
It's probably V1. This one feels a little more solid.
I could see it.
And this is
even
V3.
Subtly,
keep
that
this
there's
here.
a difference.
This is V3.
Yeah.
We're not going to touch this. These are all V1, V2 for 15. Okay, well.
I like those buttons, though.
I do like the buttons. So let's look at V3 now. Oh, those are very nice improvements to the buttons. I wonder if it's still $25. Hopefully, we'll pull up the website here in a second. Okay, so they're finalized on this. If you have an iPhone, if you use Delta emulator, you don't want a telescopic controller. It's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
And This is the one you would be getting then, not those other ones. Forget you ever saw them. They never existed.
What never existed?
Exactly. I wonder if the 16 that would fit. I'm very confused with how many damn phone cases are on my desk just now. Like, what is what now? We'll come back to this. Maybe we'll look at this today or not. But no. All right.
I mean, if not, I can try and do it on the podcast after I get that from you.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, stay tuned for Andrew for the final thoughts, the final look at this on the phone that fits and all that goodness. One of my worst
points out in chat
unboxings to date. Sorry, Bitmo.
No.
Okay, so here it is on the website. Now it's $30, so there was a slight price increase. Oh, the phone turned on. Sweet. And it does seem to fit the 15. Either way, Andrew, I'm going to send these all to you because this phone's totally going back to you. But it does seem to fit. I don't know what they're talking about. $29.99. GameBaby. Have fun gaming anytime. Last year, iOS, Delta. Yeah, so you can download their overlays. That's pretty sweet. You can get it for your 16 Pro Max or the 15 Pro Max. If I remember, they are trying to make it for the 14 coming soon. I don't know if that's still the case. I need to ask them about that. It comes with the user guide and the GameBaby, both the top and the bottom. And this one, for whatever reason, does fit better. So, oh no. Do I have Delta on here? Yes, I do. Sweet. All right, I think we're cooking now.
You have the skin?
No, that's all right. Let's load up Mega Man. Please accept my shortcomings. Oh, okay, yeah, this controls so far much better than the first one. Just the responsiveness. Let's try it out in game. Yeah, and it gives you a little bit of haptic feedback too, which is really nice. It transfers the feedback from the phone into your fingers. But I believe I'll need those overlays to configure the buttons.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Andrew?
it looks like it's not mapped to anything just because of the overlay not being there.
Okay, so we won't get to try that out. But man, this is a lot more responsive. Yeah, and I like that haptic. Every time you push any part of the D-pad, it's just giving you a response, and it's immediate now. Whereas before, it was super mushy, floppy, loose, delayed. Yeah, this is not bad. That is not bad for what it is. Oh, okay, cool. Look at that. If you just want to use Delta, turn it to the side, you get your on-screen buttons. All right, you're going to need the files on the website, and it should be ready to go. Nice job. That's cool. Andrew will still... Oh, no. I don't know how to use an iPhone. Stop showing me on camera. Producer Sony. Oh. There you go. Okay. Oh, I took a picture of myself somehow. All right. Now what you've all been waiting for. Pick it up in our description. V40 Max. The basketball handheld. The basketball robot handheld. My biggest dream is to stay young forever. This was actually on Amazon.
What?
Had to have it. It had to have it. There's 3 different sizes apparently with the different
and different mascots, I guess.
Different mascots in each one. So you get the blue, the orange, the white, or this. I don't know what this is that I got here. I hope it's the orange.
Dan has them in all the colors.
I don't.
Sistema Parametros Producto Sistema Linux Arc OS 2.0. It has a 4-inch Pantella. IPS display, RK3326 as usual. Battery's a 4000 mAh or bateria. This is in Spanish. RAM is DDR4.
What gave it away?
Well, I just realized that. So, all right, Monto. So we were showing this off when we recorded with Monto, and I was like, I gotta wait to unbox it though till Monday. It's been painstakingly hard to wait. Had to have it. Okay, so we get one of those flippy little ones. I seriously throw that out. It is not worth using. But it comes with a case, and I appreciate that. And on Amazon, this goes for what, producer Sony, like $50, $55, and you're gonna find it for cheaper on AliExpress. But there's green. Oh, there's green, nice. Blue, orange, white, black, and I'm assuming it probably comes preloaded with some games. It says 20,000 games, 256 gig card. It comes with. Oh, I like. Oh, it's orange on. See, this is why, Rob.
Jeez.
Now we gotta match the colors like you're talking.
Are you trying to make like a Pantone swatch here or something? Like, what's going on here?
You need a different controller, Rob.
I think he's trying to get every gradient of yellow and orange.
Calm down.
This is all your fault, Rob.
Just chill out. All right. Now we're ready.
Oh, what a great color description.
So it is, yeah, orange and game console. There you go. Now, is it games console or game console? And the tag's a little. Oh no! Oh, these shoulders are like squares. That's very interesting. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
They're
fairly
blocky.
loud. I like the feel of the plastic though. It's kind of like that. It's like a matte rubber. I kind of like that. Oh, it has
who's matte rubber?
Battery. It's like
No, we only have
Davis,
Matt. Yeah, we only have
he
Matt
drives
Davis.
a lot of cars, and you have an accessible battery.
Hey, at least that battery's wrapped. That's pretty nice.
You get down-firing speakers, 2 USB-C. You get micro SD. Is it truly a 256 though? Let's see. Oh, it is a SanDisk 256.
Yeah,
gigabyte.
right.
Wow.
Wait. Can you show that again the right way up?
There's no way.
No, that font is off on the 256.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
Ben,
coding the coding is not right. Hold on. Do I have?
Andrew,
I think
are
I
you
got
really
one of those.
surprised?
No, we're not surprised at all.
Kind of, because I can't see that.
It looks
Yeah, the
close, but
font's
yeah,
off.
the coding also is not the usual coding that they
Unfortunately-
Wait. Put it in focus again, because I have one on me.
Okay, look, see how
Man,
it
that's
reflects?
close. That's
It's
impressive.
very close. It's a matte finish though, and that's not quite right. But yeah, do we have another SanDisk Ultra around?
I'm trying to figure out if the numbering is off because I only have 128 gig on me.
It's an A1, which is right.
That's
Well,
kinda
whatever.
crazy.
It's 256. I'm annoyed if they fake the brand name, but let's see if it actually works. That's the real thing. Volume up and down. We get a 1x1 display on here. So here's another 1x1. The most unfortunate part of this whole thing is the very interesting. They actually cut out into the shell 3D games. There are three clicky buttons. There are 2 switch joysticks that are clickable. Looks like with LED lighting. A very interesting take on face buttons I've never seen before. Oh, that feels real bad. Oh, it's one thing. It's one freaking membrane. It's one membrane with 2 little pivot points.
I should have known.
Oh no, it's A when you're pushing B. Oh no. What is going on? Am I prepared for the D-pad? If I'm prepared for the D-pad.
I cannot wait for Nick to
Okay.
get this.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, the D-pad is really unfortunate. This looks like some sort of spacecraft that's landed on this.
it looks
And,
like a balance
no-
board that you do like your exercise
there's-
on.
It's kind of like like you do some kegels. Is that what you use the balance board for? And then you
Just
pivot
you,
this-
Stubbs.
or, well, you pivot it around. There's no pivot really, unfortunately. No real pivot. That feels pretty bad. You can push in. That's one button as well. Let's turn it on and see what it do.
What do you do?
So there you go. Basketball Z40 Max. Dead
Oh, this is a
Freddy's
Dead
even
Fred
saying-
special. Right
Okay,
here.
no, even Fred is like just
He
jank.
says it's jank.
That's-
Fred, have you reviewed this one yet?
That's not good. That's
Have
not
you
a good
covered this
sign.
one? I just found it.
Fred probably
Who
had
found
this like 3 months ago.
Of course. Yeah, he always gets things first. He's on top of it. Okay, so. Okay, all right. So far.
I mean, the screen's nice, but we know that what that screen looks like, so not too surprised by that.
Right, so
That's just the RGB 30 screen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
RG Cube XX
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
it is the Cube XX screen.
Yeah,
The screen's
it's-
nice. I was gonna say, but
What is it? The RGB 20SX.
Yeah.
let's see if we can do a shmup here. Do a vertical.
I'm curious to see if everything's
pretty nice.
formatted correctly and all
Wait,
that.
there was a second screen. There was one screen thing I pulled off, and there's a second one I can see.
He's gonna rip off the screen, guys.
Yeah, there's a second. Oh, this is a screen protector they pre-installed. Oh, that's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Oh, it was good. Now, yeah, well, that's gone now.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
Hmm. No sweet menu music. They actually left the menu music off by default. Very interesting. So the D-pad, yeah, I mean, it works technically, but it feels real bad, and it's not... I'm not confident in my presses that I'm going to get what I want out of it. Yeah, I'm going all over the place here. The joystick works. The face buttons truly are some of the worst I've ever felt. I liked the color, though. I don't know. You're going to hear more about this from Nick on our website. He loves this category of devices. Loves it, loves it, loves it. And I do, too, when they pulled off, right? I mean, hell, the freaking G350 from Battle XP was awesome, and it's a 3326 done right. This is a 3326 handheld done wrong. I'm not even going to try to do Street Fighter because, my God.
Can producer Sony go to the website real quick and scroll to the top? I saw a really funny image.
To their actual website?
Keep going, keep going. I just saw something
What do you
really
got?
funny on screen. What was it? Where were you, Sony?
Was it? Maybe
It was one of those cheesy
It was one of the
product
plus
images.
3 photos. Yeah, it was one of those.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Honey, guess what I got you? The best gift
Oh no!
for family friends.
Suddenly,
lovers.
they're divorced the next day.
That is on the table with the divorce papers.
Congratulations, 3D Games. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn this off. I'm not going to destroy this like I did the last one.
Well, yeah, because
Yes.
this one actually costs like a decent amount of money.
That was a decent amount, and I only spent that
Probably too much. Too much.
since it would be here in time for the show. I think it was $10 cheaper maybe on AliExpress. Or something like the price difference wasn't that much, and so this was going to be here very quickly. I had to have it. We had to have this for the show. It was a need, not a want. Now you've seen it. We unboxed it so you don't have to. All right, listen, this one I'm really, truly stoked for, though. The next one, it's in our description, though, if you're interested in that one. This one is a system. It has this thing
Yes.
called the PolyGame Master.
Yes.
The PolyGame Master, the IGS, this is their official handhelds. I mean, it has like all their licensed games. This is a Taiwanese sort of a rival, I guess, to SNK.
Yep.
So they make their own versions of arcade games. So this is their branded handheld, and they've basically taken a retro handheld and customized it, added their own games on it. They're calling it the Unico Color Arcade Home. I don't know what exactly you call it. They sent it with this really sweet. So Knights of Valor is one of the best games for the PGM system, which is a cool system to emulate. I like playing their games on my handhelds. They sent this holographic, like actual Knights of Valor licensed card from that company with it, and this is freaking cool. Like I saw that, I'm like, yes, Knights of Valor 2. I really like that, and it came plastics.
I still don't understand. We both ordered it at the same time.
Yeah, why didn't yours show
Mine
up?
hasn't even shipped.
Rob and I were so excited to get this. I got the red one, it looks like,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you got to go with the red one for sure. Yeah.
it was not on AliExpress. This was on Amazon,
Yeah.
and it was like $45.
No, it was like $35.
Oh, right. It was cheaper. $35. Way better.
But the funny thing is, if I cancel my order on Amazon and just go on the page and reorder it, I'll get it tomorrow. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, I legitimately am pretty excited about this. So we're going to take a look. Now, it has the potential to be pretty bad, though.
Yes.
Company making their first
Yes.
handheld at the gate, especially if they're not making their own custom, they're just kind of cloning what we believe to be band. What was it? The
D35, I think.
35, yeah, D35,
which
S
wasn't great.
Wasn't great.
No.
So let's see if there's any differences to that. I had that one briefly. You get a cord, you get instructions.
It is a shame. Like Unico has the license to this. I wish they would put some effort into it. You know, like
it's.
They also have the SNK. They do the Neo Geo stuff as well.
Right. Yeah. And so I'm wondering what games they included on here. So this is this is the D30 R35 or D35, and it has shoulders, blah, and they're clicky. They're not too loud. You do get access to the battery. There you go. So if I'm remembering, this is still an RK3326, right, Ben?
I think it was a different chip.
Was it a lower-end chip?
I think this one has a different chip. Yeah, so that's one thing they changed from the D35.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a 3.5 headphone out on the far left. That's different.
I know Fred could tell us. I believe he looked at the chip itself, from what I remember. Yeah.
All right. You do have a truthfully branded SD card, it looks like. It's their own SD card.
That's cool. They have their own branded one. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
They don't say how big it is, but maybe they do in Mandarin there. These are non-clickable sticks, though, so realize that.
I believe...
Which makes sense. I mean, that makes sense for what it is. Yeah.
I like the coloring, though. That's kind of cool.
So I went into the Discord to see if I could find out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it was an RK3568B2.
What?
I mean, someone could correct me if that's wrong, but that Fred is the one that posted the data sheet and the picture of the chip.
Right.
So I'm assuming whatever a 3568B2 is.
Well, the screen is not too bad. You get your IPS. I don't know what chip that is. The D-pad is strangely long in all four directions, but I like this. That's a very neat coating to it. Yeah, I like that coating. It's a different kind of coating, and I like the coating on the 6 too. That's a different, very matte and grainy feel.
Those face buttons are sharp looking. I don't know if they're good, but they look nice.
They feel okay. I mean, you know what this feels like? It feels like the D007, the Doot. Remember that?
Yes.
That
feels you don't forget a badonk like that.
But they're standing
of course
up
you
tall,
would say that.
So you get a lot of travel on these, but they feel pretty decent. What I'm most interested in is the software they've included with it. So the sound sounds pretty decent out of the speaker. It's the single mono speaker. Let's see if I can adjust the brightness a little bit. It's all in Mandarin here. I'm guessing that's brightness though. Yep. Oh, you can change it to English. There we go.
There you go.
So only thing you get in settings actually is just the brightness. So it looks like they've really locked it in on just what they want you to play, which is apparently only their games, right? I'm not seeing
is it, 16 games that they include?
Yeah, so it's just their licensed games, and that's really cool, honestly. I'm sure you could hack this in some way and load custom firmware and
so 15 games up.
And load your own stuff, but I really like the fact that this is giving you that dedicated experience like an Evercade might, although you can swap out carts there, or I don't know, I'm thinking there's other examples, they made their own handheld. So you can play some Knights of Valor or any of their other games. And PolyGame Master. All it needs to do is play their own games at full speed competently and have it feel good. So let's see if it does that. Looks like I loaded the Chinese version of the ROM. They had a couple different ones. All right, stand up and get into this here.
Yeah, Straight looks pretty good.
Yeah.
How does the D-pad feel?
It feels okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, unfortunately, the face buttons and the D-pad are the ones that we're used to from that other handheld, right? They're pretty similar. It doesn't feel great, okay? It does not feel great.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate the fact
I'm not surprised at all, honestly.
Yeah, they have a dedicated handheld, which is so cool, though. and you can save your state.
That's why I was saying I wish they just had put a little more effort into it, you know?
Yeah, me too. I think this is not their expertise, their niche. See Demon Front, though. Yeah, it's okay. The stick, though, feels fine, and it does what it needs. So I think if you're playing like one of their shmups, that stick will feel pretty cool. And face buttons have a little bit too much travel, though, to go. Like there's just too far to bottom them out there. And so I don't love that. I'm not detecting really any problems with lag, but it just takes a while. And I'm talking like, milliseconds here, but anyways, to push what you need there. I don't love that. Comfortable, fairly comfortable ergonomics wise. I don't know how many of their games are going to be using these shoulder buttons though. They're quiet. I like those. Those feel good. Okay, here we go.
This game looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. This is like their Metal Slug.
Yeah, the PGM stuff is an interesting thing to dive into.
Yeah, super interesting. This Taiwanese company.
I totally recommend that to anyone. Just doesn't matter what handheld you're doing it on. Just check it out. It's an interesting library of games.
Oh, definitely.
Doesn't get a lot of attention.
Yeah, no, it feels good when you're playing in this game. I'm not sensing lag, but they don't have a way to put on a frame counter. It's like the frame pacing doesn't feel quite right, is what it kind of feels like. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a great handheld, but I appreciate the effort.
I think there's a reason why it's $35, basically.
I would say it's worth about $35. And AliExpress, if you can find it there, I would say it's worth about $30. But yeah. I like the game library more than anything, though. So those games you can find, on other handhelds. I've been seeing them popping up lately, which there aren't that many games made by the company. So it looks like they've loaded them all on here. The handheld itself, not so great. No. Probably not a recommend for me.
If anything, the most interesting thing about the handheld is probably the chip.
Yeah, it definitely is a new chip.
And the fact that it's officially licensed, which is kind of weird.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
And Ross says Chinese ROMs only. That could be the case here, or because I'm seeing multiple. Am I seeing multiple? I'm seeing multiple versions of each game. So one of them must be the English version, but they don't label what is what. There's like Knights of Valor Plus, Knights of Valor Superheroes, Superheroes V1, Superheroes V3, 103. I don't know what that's about. And that's unfortunate too, especially since they're selling it on Amazon to what looks like the American market there.
Right.
Interesting choice there.
I think that outside of you and me, Stubbs, no one knew that it was even on Amazon.
It's $50. It's $50 now. That's a really unfortunate price point.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's a real tough price
Rob,
point.
you still planning to reorder?
No, I'm going to keep my order. Maybe they'll ship it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This one, you know what? This one I will probably do an Amazon return on. That's a rarity that I get to do that because we buy them from AliExpress and it's a real hassle. But because it's from Amazon, it's just bad. I'm not satisfied with the product. I like the holo card, but not enough to spend $50 on it. So I think I'm gonna box this one back up. Sorry, Nick, and send it back to Amazon. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes it do be like that though. All right.
The product looks cooler than what it actually is.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool. And you get
that's what it is. Yeah.
Rob, I want to know what card you get. That's what's most exciting for me now. Like, what card are you going to get?
Don't get banned started on this. He's probably going to order like 10 of them just to see if he can get the whole set.
I like the card. It's the best. The card is really high quality though. Like, it's a very. I like the material on it. It's not a cheap feeling card. It's a very high end feeling.
They put effort into the freebie, not the actual product.
I love it.
It'd be a shame if you forgot to put the card back in the box when you return it.
Wouldn't that be such a shame, though? Wouldn't that be really? That would be terrible.
It would be horrible.
I would go right to jail right away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's what it is. And next week, stay tuned for the next episode because next week we're going to be unboxing this bad boy. The
What in the world?
30. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at that.
If I have to look at this again, I'm just not going to show up next week.
That's fair, I think. Yeah. It's a G30. Look at that. I don't know what it is. It's a new thing.
Would you believe me if I said Fred has one?
I'm sure Fred does have one. I'm sure he does. I'm not going to watch the content till after we unbox it, but it's in a 4.3 inch screen. So it looks like it's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, and it has a dice situation here. I don't know what that's about. We'll see. All right.
Looks familiar to something else that we've seen before.
Sure do. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and get out of here now. We've been running long. Right. Guys, do you have any last-minute rants, ravings, thoughts, feelings, utterances?
I'm proud of you, Stubbs.
Thanks, Andrew.
I'm proud of you, Rob.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, hold on a second. Stubbs has been taking more time away from the grind, and he needs to. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, and Rob.
That's a good thing.
Rob has been working
Under
hard
duress,
on adjusting his content recently, so I'm proud of him.
What have I done to my content?
Hey, you said you were working on you were working on the length.
Yes. I'm trying to hit a certain time frame for review videos at least.
And
nice.
With how much stuff you pack into your into your reviews, trying to shorten that's going to be hard anyways.
Yeah. Longer isn't
it's
better,
a challenge.
Rob.
It's a challenge.
Tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Oh,
like
yeah.
our podcast, we're almost hitting 2 hours. We should really cap it at an hour and a half. But why don't you go ahead and order some merch? retrohandhelds.myspreadshop.com. We got all sorts of things here. We got the purple zoo. We got your Oh No's from Rob. Look at that mug. You can have a pink shirt. Look at that tie-dye shirt. Now, in the show I played the other day, I wore a psychedelic tie-dye lab coat and a white meringue hat. Yes.
Oh.
This is a true story. Yeah, this is a true story.
Rob's got
Stop
his
it.
Andrew.
Get it out.
Rob has his Andrew banana.
I hate it. No, my banana is my banana.
What you doing? What he doing?
That's a good question.
So this is a true story though. There I am. So
What a look.
yeah,
That is a look.
It was on my way back from my captured experience. I didn't have any clothes, so like they were this band of gypsies took me in and they brought me up. If I would play some music with them, I was allowed to have some food for the night on my way back to my family. So, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. Don't forget, share with your friends and your grandmother if she's alive. And a special thanks once again to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 a month. Join us in our Discord to chat and play games, and join us on the next episode. We're going to be unboxing whatever the hell that was. And also, we're going to be having an episode with Monto Tech coming out this week. We got a live stream happening this week for the Zero40. We have a zoo video, as always, on Wednesday, like clockwork, much like his BM schedule. And until the next episode, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Rob, Van, and Andrew saying, take care of those handhelds, everybody. Return the ones you don't like, and take care of each other, too. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Good night.